I was reflecting in my crypto journey, and I realized that a couple months ago, before I started diving deep, I only saw crypto as this way of investing my money in an asset that was pretty risky. Now that I've gone much deeper, I realized that it's so much more than that, and unlocks a new ecosystem and new world that more people have yet to discover. My perspective on the riskiness has changed. As I'll explain in this video, it might actually be riskier if you don't own any crypto today. In this video, I'm going to talk about 5 reasons why you should buy crypto, and I'll help you remember it through this acronym, H.A.V.E.N, or H.A.V.E.N. Time to figure out what H.A.V.E.N means. Let's go. H stands for hedge. Crypto is a hedge against the traditional financial system. If you think about it, the traditional financial system has several drawbacks. One is that inflation is a real risk. For example, as of today, US inflation is at 6%. If you have your money in a savings account that's earning 0.5 in interest, then you're losing 5.5% every year. Bitcoin might be particularly good as a hedge against inflation because it's capped at 20 million coins versus the government that can print fiat currency anytime. Second, banks don't necessarily have your best interests in mind. They're still a company that needs to earn a profit at the end of the day. And so they can keep charging higher and higher fees for every transaction that you make. Third, banks can be very inefficient. If it's a Saturday and you want to make an urgent transaction with your money, you're going to have to wait for the next business day on Monday. Banks don't work on weekends. Crypto does. Certain transactions such as ACH transfers take so long, about 3 to 5 business days on average, which isn't as efficient as it ought to be. And lastly, banks could still compromise your personal information. For example, in 2012, a highly skilled Russian hacker for hire breached the networks of J.P. Chase, the Wall Street Journal, and other major institutions, stealing information from over 100 million victims. And this is not an isolated case. Who knows what other vulnerabilities these centralized institutions might offer? Nobody knows what the price of cryptocurrency might look like in the future. However, if cryptocurrencies do continue to skyrocket, they could actually stunt the growth of traditional assets in traditional finance. That's why it's interestingly less risky to own crypto in the long term, so it's a better hedge for your finances. Letter A is accessibility. Crypto financial products are made more accessible to the average person. This means 3 things. First, anyone in the world can invest in crypto. When I was in the Philippines and hadn't moved to the US, I could only invest in the Philippine stock market. If I wanted to invest in the US stock market, I had many barriers to overcome. I had to move to the US, I had to prove my residency, I had to get an SSN, so on and so forth. And it's going to be a very different story if I wanted to invest in the stock market in Croatia or Singapore. But with cryptocurrency, virtually anyone can invest in crypto anytime they want. It's made more accessible for anyone regardless of geographical location or residence. Second, in many countries, banks aren't available to everyone. 1.7 billion people do not have access to a bank account, according to World Bank. In the Philippines alone, 2/3 of the population is still unbanked, and a lot of money is sitting in cash. However, 2/3 of the world owns a phone and has access to the internet. Interestingly, in many emerging countries, crypto might actually be the first financial asset that they own. It's because it's not guarded or gated by centralized institutions such as banks. Third, financial products that are usually reserved for a certain type of person are now accessible to anyone. If you own crypto such as Ethereum or Solana, there are many applications that are built on top of these networks that allow you to do many things with your crypto, such as borrow, lend, earn high yield interest, and many more. This new world is called decentralized finance. In traditional finance, banks gate access to these financial products, which are only reserved for what they deem savvy investors. These are typically people who are already rich and can get the credentials to access these financial products. In decentralized finance, the gatekeepers are removed and have access to the financial products that they want to access as they please. The V stands for value in the long term. Crypto proves more value for your financial assets in the long term. In the past decade, Bitcoin has proven to be the highest performing asset so far compared to things like the US Nasdaq, S&P 500, gold, bonds, etc. It's also the 5th largest quote-unquote company in the world with a market cap of $1.2 trillion. I'm only talking about Bitcoin. There are more crypto coins out there that are fairly newer, such as Ethereum or Solana, that have the potential to contribute these outsized returns in the next 2, 5, 10 years. Crypto is here to stay and we are still so early, so best to come in today and reap the benefits of being an early adopter. Now, while there is potentially a higher upside in investing in crypto versus other investments, this is not without its risks. You might consider investing, but always do your own research. Now, E stands for efficiency. Crypto can get certain things done more efficiently. There are 3 ways I'm going to demonstrate this. Number 1, there are an increasing number of institutions, big and small, that realize the potential power of crypto, including these companies. Even the country of El Salvador has dubbed Bitcoin as legal tender in their country. Second, you can also use crypto to send money to anyone in the world with very little fees. Going back to the earlier point of accessibility, because crypto is more globally accessible, it's easier to do remittances. Now, people abroad that want to send money to their families back home now don't have to go through remittance companies that take out a large percentage of the money that they're sending back to pay these middlemen. Third is that crypto works 24/7, 7 days a week. Unlike traditional finances, you don't have to wait for working hours or business days to make certain transactions go through. And lastly, N stands for New World. Crypto allows you to participate in the new world of Web3. This is one of my biggest personal aha moments in the world of crypto. And the main use case that I saw crypto as was mostly for investing purposes. That's great and all, making money. Who doesn't like making money? But what's increasingly exciting and what the majority of the world doesn't know is that crypto unlocks a whole new economy in the world of Web3. More about what Web3 is in a video over here. Crypto is quickly becoming a utility, more than just an investment. At some point, you might need to hold crypto just to participate in the economy. Here's what I mean. In this era of the Web3 of the internet, owning crypto means you can buy and sell digital artwork called NFTs, play games that lets you earn more as you play more of it in play-to-earn games, participate in communities where you own a share of that community called DAOs. Participate in financial products that banks usually gain access to in DeFi or decentralized finance. And so much more. Each of the buzzwords I mentioned deserves a whole new video, but these are just a few examples of how a whole new world is unlocked, waiting to be explored, all powered by crypto. In summary, buying crypto could be very well worth it because it is a hedge against the traditional finance system, has financial products that are more accessible to the average person, proves better long-term financial growth, can more efficiently get things done, and allows you to participate in the new world of Web3. Buying crypto of any kind is of course without its risks, so consider investing and buying, but also do your own research and get to the level of comfort that you feel satisfied with. Some video recommendations at the end of this video that might help you with your journey. Check those out, consider a like and subscribe, and for now, I will see you in the next video. Bye!